I was looking for something to watch on my phone, and as I was watching this program, I realized it was the same one. I think the title for the video online was Quantum Entanglement, but I'm pretty sure that's the wrong title. There wasn't too much about quantum entanglement. It was more about just the basic history, the eclipse expeditions, and as a test for Einstein's theory, whatever. But most of the time when I pull up a video like that on my phone, I might only be listening to it, because a lot of times it's just pictures, along with the audio. So sometimes the audio is enough. So I'm just listening to most of it, but occasionally I would take a glance at it also. And at one point they were talking about opposition which Einstein faced, especially in America, because Einstein, being a German, there was some anti-German sentiment because of World War I, and there was a good part which it showed the first headline. Well, there was a headline about Einstein and one of the eclipse expeditions, and I think they said that was the first time Einstein had ever even been mentioned in any American newspaper. A little later on, they were talking more about opposition that he faced, or criticism, and they don't mention it in the audio, but they show another headline: a naval astronomer, Professor See refutes Einstein, or something like that. And that's what's was really interesting to me. They're talking about Thomas Jefferson Jackson See, a naval astronomer, and he criticized the theory of relativity. He didn't believe in it. And I put Professor C, or Dr. C, or I don't know what kind of title, Captain C, on the cover of my little booklet, along with Newton and Laplace, and so that I'm holding him up on a pedestal by putting him in that position, because I'm basically comparing him to Copernicus. In what's his name? Galileo's dialogue, he had Aristotle, Ptolemy, and Copernicus, and so I put Captain C in Copernicus's spot, and I don't sympathize with him for criticizing Einstein. I think he failed to appreciate the significance of relativity, but I do sympathize with him because I know that he was trying to find an explanation for the lunar fluctuations, which were troubling the physicists at that time. And that in itself was a gravitational problem, which probably anybody at the time would have said was more important than the advance of the perihelion of Mercury, which Einstein helped to explain. Of course, we know Einstein wasn't directly trying to solve that problem. He just he was led to relativity because of other interests, but ended up being able to explain that phenomenon in the orbit of Mercury. And so yeah, I mean, I guess you might ask why I would defend TJJ See if ultimately he did not explain the lunar fluctuations. In fact, in some accounts he's kind of put forth as a fraud, claiming to have demonstrated or found the answer to the lunar fluctuations with his electrodynamic wave theory of physical forces, including gravity. And I don't know the extent of how he manipulated the data, but I mean, I still think there is something to that argument that there might be gravitational absorption occurring during lunar eclipses, which is what he and Kurt Bottlinger before him were very interested in. I think the success of relativity has kind of blinded us to that possibility, and I think if we can open our eyes a little bit and take another look, I think we might find that indeed some kind of absorption is happening, in which case the reputation of Mr. See ought to be restored, in my opinion. I guess that's a bit of national pride, he being American, and but yeah, I would like to see, I mean, I have my ideas and I would like to see them tested, as I've written elsewhere, and if, as I said, if See's reputation could be salvaged, I would like to see that as well. Alright, I guess that's all I wanted to say for now. Thank you.